Hi, Toastmasters. Today, I want to give you a quick recap of the Pathways updates that just occurred last month, as well as share some new information regarding the updates. I will also take you into Toastmasters International's website, and we will navigate around in a path to see how these updates have affected your path. Remember, these 6 paths on the screen, those are where the updates have occurred. These are the current paths Toastmasters International offers. If you're on a legacy path that they've phased out of, you will not see the updates as they're letting you complete the path, but they're not updating those old paths. So if you log into Toastmasters International, go to Basecamp, then you'll see your paths, click on your path, and it'll take you to a checklist if you have the updates. Now there are two differences that they've updated in Pathways. One is they are requiring meeting role requirements per level. They're very specific which ones you'll do, as well as when you get to level 3, 4, and 5, there are requirements for educational speeches where they give you a PowerPoint and a script, and then you can tailor it how you want. You can add things, stories, add pictures, take out information that's not as relevant, and you deliver a speech where they give you a framework of what topic of what to talk on. So I'll get to that in a moment, but for now, let's look here at the meeting role requirements. For example, in level 1, you'll have to be a table topics participant as well as a timer or on counter, and the usual requirements are still there in level 1, for example. If you look at Keith Horowitz's tracking update, a way to track which roles you've done and their date, as well as the speeches, you will see that when you get to level 3, 4, and 5, for example, you need to be a Toastmaster one time in level 3, one time in level 4, twice in level 5. So that means in order to complete a path, you'll have needed to have been the Toastmaster 4 times, 4 different dates. And then you can document that, for example, on this tracker here. You can put the date and track your speeches as well. There is another way to track the dates that you have done these meeting requirements. And it is to go back into the checklist, for example, and if you go in the corner here and put dashboard, you will get to your learning dashboard. Go to your profile under your name. And if you scroll down, there's a list of meeting roles. You can edit that, select the role you've done, the date, and save it, and it will show up here. The VP of Education will be able to see it that way, or as well as on the tracker. I will send this electronically. I think people have a handout that I gave last time, but if you want to track it online, that is an option too. The officers are going to meet and talk about maybe streamlining, which is the best way for the VP of Education to track which roles people have done. So we'll be updating you on that in the future in a couple weeks. In terms of the educational speeches, for example, if I go into level 5, you'll see there's a requirement of 1 educational speech from the Successful Club series, as well as 1 from the Leadership Excellence series. So you choose one of these topics on educating our club to how to be more successful or how to develop our leadership skills. You choose those. They give you a PowerPoint and a script, and then you run with it and do an educational speech. But lastly, one other aspect I wanted to highlight is that when you finish a speech or a level, once you've completed that whole checklist, make sure to go into Toastmasters International in the Basecamp, click on your speech, go down and click complete your project. And then you'll click, if you want to fill out this information, you can, it's optional. Then you click next, and you need to mark complete project in order to complete that speech. Once you've completed all the requirements for the level, you go into level completion, and then there'll be a place where you can submit, select your club, submit that entire level for approval from the VP of Education. So that is important because we need the credits toward accomplishing the Distinguished Club program. For example, our club has been President's Distinguished for over 20 years, which is the highest level, or it used to be the highest level. Now there's one level higher, the Smedley Distinguished, that we're going to achieve this year. If you achieve a certain amount of accomplishments in the club, particularly people completing levels and pass, then you get awarded as a club and we can celebrate. And that's why we have all those ribbons on our banner up there in the front of our room. So let's keep at that, submitting speeches, and let me know if you have any questions regarding these updates. Hope it has been helpful. And I think these are going to be great additions for our club.